Hey everybody, welcome back to Kavanaugh's Corner. Today in the show I'm going to be continuing my review series of the Toy Story films, movies that really had a big impact on me, and just a series of films that I've always loved and enjoyed. And in these crazy times, every now and then you have to put a movie on that just melts your cares away and makes you smile, maybe even makes you cry. But this is the second film in the series. Today I'm going to be talking about Toy Story 2 on 4K, and this movie here, again, just a great, entertaining film. Do I like it as much as the original? Not so much. It does have some really great moments here and there, but it is a very enjoyable film, and I love this movie dearly. And yet again, this is another movie that I've owned on every format known to man, from VHS all the way now to 4K. And I picked this up a while back at Best Buy. This is actually their exclusive steel book here. I love the little feet they have in the back with Andy's name on it. I love it. But this is a 2-disc set from Disney. This is the 4K and the standard Blu-ray here. It also has some nice little a little picture of the guys with the traffic cones on them. It's cute, but it's a great film. And today I want to review this new 4K disc for you guys, because this was another one that really floored me. And coming from, the first Toy Story movie that looked absolutely fantastic, this one here, you can really tell that, computer-generated imagery has really come a long way since the first film. And even in a few years, I mean, this movie, the visuals of this film are just mind-blowing. Textures are way more detailed than they were in the first film, as I mentioned in that first review. And you just overall, this movie just looks fantastic. Now, does it look as good as some of these computer animated movies that come out today? Of course, it doesn't. This is still, I think, like what, early 2000s. Yeah, I mean, this is still, a very early film in terms of CGI. But again, I love this movie, and this 4K disc yet again just floored me. I was so impressed with this 4K disc. This disc does come with yet another HDR10 transfer on here, and the HDR10 on this really blew me away, because I've seen this movie yet again in every format, and yet this one here, the picture in this is just stunning. Colors are just beautiful, vibrant, brights in this. Even brighter than the first one. There are some really stunning moments, especially when the toys venture out into the world. The daylight is blindingly bright in some scenes, and I loved the way that this film uses darkness and shadows, unlike some of the other films. This movie really does look fantastic. Black levels on this disc are perfect. I had no complaints about the picture at all with this. It's crystal clear throughout. Detail level on this is nuts. And when I say nuts, I mean nuts. It is just crazy detailed. The one scene where the gentleman comes in to put Woody back together and he kind of brushes him up, that scene is already really kind of satisfying to watch, because it's just these little minute details that he works on. But the actual little imagery, the fine details, the stuffing that Zoe has, Woody, the sewing of Woody's arm, the stuffing that comes out of Woody, all these little things are so well done. And again, hats off to Pixar for doing this when they did way back. This movie is a testament to how incredible this computer animation was and still is to this day, especially for one of their earlier films. This is a landmark in computer animation. I love the look of this movie. And little details that are all throughout the film that you can see, creases in cardboard, carpets, the hair that you can see on characters. it really is an amazing thing to look at, and I love the look of this movie. This is a fantastic transfer here, and the movie has never looked better. I cannot say that enough. It has never looked better than it does on this disc. Again, great job with Disney from that. Yet again, just like the first film, the movie does also have an all-new Dolby Atmos soundtrack, and much like the first one, the Atmos track on this is great. I had no issues with sound levels at all. I did not have to crank the volume up. It was perfect right from the get-go. The music in this is very beautiful. Again, crystal clear dialogue. Sound effects in this are really good. The little sound effects you can hear in this are great. Again, is it a completely immersive experience? Is there a lot of overheads? There's not. There's some things here and there, little sound effects. But overall, I think the surround aspect of it is really fantastic in this. And I really love the look of this movie as well. It really complements each other. But the sound on this was a really good step in the right direction for Disney. I really hope they keep it up with this kind of soundtrack, because I'll tell you, it was really good, and it really puts you in the middle of the film. A big standout moment for me is when the toys go into the toy store, and there's like a Barbie pool party, and you can hear all the little Barbies chattering away in the background and all around you, and it's fun. It's a fun scene, but I've noticed little things that the Barbies say all around you that you may not have picked up on before, and it's cool. It's funny. I won't ruin it for you. You should definitely see this in order to get that. It's fun. It's a fun scene, and there's a lot of stuff like that in this movie that I had never heard before, didn't see before. It really was kind of like watching this movie again for the first time. It was a really good time. Just like the other one there, you know, it's a 2-disc set with a digital copy. The standard Blu-ray is still included that has a slew of special features. My favorite one is the outtakes and alternate scenes, which they call, I think they call it the toy box. They call it the toy box, and the outtakes are just a riot. I love the outtakes for these Pixar films. They are really, really funny. They really do a great job of trying to make it look like they're making a movie, and yet it's not. And it really, really makes me laugh every time. This movie overall is a blast. I love the second film. Toy Story 2 is yet again another one of these movies that really just brightens my day when I watch it, and it's a fun time. And, you know, again, you know, we got a lot of crazy stuff going on in the world today. If you're home with your kids, this is a great movie to watch with your kids. It's a great movie to watch even if you're an older person. It really always brings a smile to my face, and, you know, it's just a very entertaining film, and this is hands down the best this movie has ever looked. I love this movie. Yet again, if you enjoyed this video, definitely hit that thumbs up button and subscribe to the channel so I can keep bringing you reviews like this, because I'll tell you, this I love doing this kind of thing, and especially talking about movies that I love. If you are interested in buying this film, which I highly recommend you do, this is an awesome disc from Disney. If you go into the description below, I'll leave a link there so you can pick it up on Amazon and have it sent to your home. So thank you so much for coming back to Kavanaugh's Corner. The next video I'll be doing is Toy Story 3, which is a movie that, again, kind of gets me in the feels every time I watch it. But, again, I'm going to review it for you guys to let you know how it is. So thank you so much, and until next time, take it easy.